Hello students, in this video I am going to explain how to construct triangles. There are three types we have. The first one is, they give the base, vertical angle and median. அடிப்பக்கம் உச்சிக்கோணம் அடிப்பக்கத்திற்கு வரையப்படும் நடுக்கோடு. Median is given, base, vertical and median. Second type, base, vertical angle and altitude, that is குத்துக்கோடு. அடிப்பக்கம் உச்சிக்கோணம் குத்துக்கோடு, அடிப்பக்கத்தில் வரையப்படும் குத்துக்கோடு. And the third type, base, vertical angle, and the third one, first take one median, the second case altitude, and in the third case the point on the base where the bisector of the vertical angle meets the base. அடிப்பக்கம் உச்சிக்கோணம், உச்சிக்கோணத்தின் இருசமவெட்டி அடிப்பக்கத்தை சந்திக்கும் புள்ளி. இப்படி மூணு கேஸ் இருக்குது. So I am going to explain all the three. Then each type I will teach one question. Okay. So in all the three cases, what is given here? In all the three cases, base is given. Suppose ABC is the triangle. Base will be given in all the three cases. Vertical angle also given. Only the third one, either they give median, or they give altitude, or they give the angle bisector, vertical angle. This is the vertical angle, உச்சிக்கோணம். இதுக்கு சமவெட்டி, bisector. இந்த ஆங்கிளுக்கு ஒரு bisector. If you divide this angle into two, it meets at some point, right? அது இந்த distance கொடுத்துருவாங்க. They give this distance. The point on the base, this is the base, right? The point on the base where the angle bisector of the vertical angle meets. Okay, the moon கொடுத்து, that is the third case. Okay, so totally there are three types. To do this sum, what you need mainly, you must know how to draw perpendicular bisector. So before that, what you need? Median. What is median? Suppose ABC is a triangle. ABC is a triangle. What is median? Midpoint of base, right? So midpoint of base, you take B, base உடைய midpoint, மையப்புள்ளி. Say it is D. Join this, that is called median. These two lines are equal. Okay, this is median. மையக்கோடு. குத்துக்கோடு, altitude. Altitude means perpendicular line. Suppose ABC is a triangle. Altitude through A, you draw a perpendicular line. So this is called what? Altitude. The first case median is given, second case altitude, and in the third case already explained, right? How can you draw perpendicular bisector? It's very simple. Already you have studied the lower classes, so we go for a little fast. Suppose ABC it's a line. How can you draw perpendicular bisector using compass, right? So keep the pointer here, more than half you take, right? We draw two arcs, keep the pointer here, more than half you take, draw two arcs, same measurement, keep the pointer here, right? And you cut these two. So join this is what? Perpendicular bisector. See again, a line is given. How can you draw a perpendicular bisector? Keep the pointer here, more than half you take, right? More than half you take, draw two arcs. Same measurement, keep the pointer here, draw two arcs. Join this, that is what? Perpendicular bisector. Then you need, how can you draw a line perpendicular from a point? P is a point. From here, how can you draw a line perpendicular? Suppose you want to draw an altitude from P. What you can draw? There are so many ways, right? Using set square you can draw, using protractor you can draw, right? Using set square you can draw like this, right? Perpendicular, like this, you move it and you can draw this line perpendicular. Or using compass, how to draw? I'm going to explain only that, how to draw using compass. Okay, using compass, how to make 90 degree. So you keep the pointer here, you measure this length, take slightly more than that and cut at two places. Keep the pointer here, slightly more than this, radius slightly more than this. Okay, so keep the pointer here, slightly more than this, cut at two places, one here, another one here. Now with the same measurement, keep the pointer here, draw an arc, keep the pointer here, draw an arc, keep the pointer here, draw an arc, here draw another arc. They meet at this point, join this. Look again, a line is given, a point is given. From this point, how to draw perpendicular line? Already I said through using set square you can draw. Using compass, keep the pointer here slightly more than this. So if you draw, you'll be getting curve like this, right? So using compass, keep the pointer here with this as center. Radius slightly more than this. So it will cut at two places. Now keep the pointer here, draw an arc, and here another arc. They meet, join this. So this is the length of the altitude, okay? I think with these ideas, we can draw sums. We can do few sums. See the first question. Construct a triangle PQR in which QR equal to 5 centimeter, angle P 40 degree, and the median PG from P to QR is 4.4. Some extra thing they asked, find the length of the altitude from P to QR. So read the question very carefully. So that's very important. Read the question very carefully. First step, you must draw rough diagram. Udavi Padam. Rough diagram is very important. Top right corner you draw. So construction normally we start in a fresh page. Okay, in a fresh page you write the question number, rough diagram. Rough diagram, don't think it is rough, you can draw anyway, right? Neatly, using pencil scale you draw neatly. So here triangle PQR. QR is given, so base you take it as QR, right? PQR is the triangle. QR they given us 5 centimeter. QR is 5 centimeter. And angle P is 40 degree. Angle P, vertical angle is 40 degree. Already I said in all the three questions, these two will be given. They will give base, also they give what? Vertical angle. In addition to these two, they will give one more. Either they give median, or they give altitude, or the perpendicular angle bisector where it cuts the base, right? So in this case, read it very good because two words are there. Median is there, altitude also there. See the question, median given is there, altitude. Both the words are there. Sometimes we won't read the question properly, right? We see the word altitude, but here what is given? Median is given, right? Median PG. Median PG. Median you draw, take the midpoint, take it as G. The median length, they given us what? 4.4 centimeter. They asked, find the length of the altitude from P to QR. Altitude's length they asked to measure. That is one extra thing. So read the question very carefully. So for any question, rough diagram, fair diagram, construction steps. In addition to that, if they ask something extra, you have to do that. Here they asked measure length of the altitude. So listen, the method just to explain to you. First base QR. So draw a line QR of length 5 centimeter. You take corrected. Just I want to explain to you how to do. So QR is a line segment of length. Measurement must be 5 centimeter. Now what do you do here? Vertical angle, you see. Vertical angle is what? 40 degrees. So at Q, you make 40 degree downward. So here at Q, so make 40 degree. So this point should be here, right? So you know how to do that. 40 degree. From here you measure 40 degree. 0, 10, 20, 40. Join this. Join and extend it. Join and extend it. Okay. So give some name. Okay. QF, QX. So this angle is 40 degree. Whatever the vertical angle they give, you make it here. If they give 60 here, you make 60. If they give 90, you make 90. If it is 120, you make 120. Now, two perpendiculars we are going to draw. Very important thing. Two perpendicular. One is line perpendicular to QX. For this QX, you draw a perpendicular line. You know, already I said for perpendicular, there are different ways. Using set square, you can make 90 degree. For this QX, okay, at Q, you draw perpendicular. Perpendicular means you take 90 degree, okay. You take 90, mark it. You can join perpendicular line, you can draw. Or using set square, you can draw, right? Any one method. We need a perpendicular line. Perpendicular line to this QX. QX, you draw a perpendicular. Now, perpendicular bisector to QR. Perpendicular bisector to QR. Already explained how to draw perpendicular bisector, right? So keep the pointer here, more than half, draw 2 arcs. Keep the pointer here, draw 2 arcs. Join these two and extend it. It meet at some point. Take that point as O and take this point as M. With O as center and OQ radius, you draw a circle. With O as center and OQ radius, you draw a circle. Up to this, it is common for any question, for all the 3 questions. Suppose the question is with base phi and vertical angle 40 degree, construct a segment. This is the segment. And all the 3 type of questions what I said, up to this it is common. After this only the changes. Here is I tell you all the 3. If the median is given, in this case median, right? Median is 4.4. So in the compass you take 4.4. You take 4.4 in the compass. Take 4.4. Keep the pointer here. Take 4.4. Keep the pointer here. Cut the circle at 2 places, this side and this side. So keep the pointer here, 4.4, cut the circle. If the median is given, take this as P and take this as P dash, join this. This is the required triangle. Okay, if the median is given. If the altitude is given, how to I'll teach an exam, but before that I'll explain this one more time. Listen, base is given, base is 5 centimeters, so draw 5 centimeter QR. Vertical angle 40, so here at Q, downward you take 40 degree, make an angle 40 degree. Now 2 perpendicular lines, one is perpendicular to this, another one perpendicular bisector. They are meeting at a point O. With O as center, OQ or OR as radius, you draw a circle. After this, take this as the midpoint and take it as M. Now 4.4 is given, right? So in the compass you take 4.4. Keep the pointer at M. Keep the pointer at M. If median is given, cut the circle with M as center and 4.4 radius. You draw arcs. With this as center and 4.4 cut at 2 places. One is P, another one P dash. So this is the triangle. Okay, join this. Okay, this is the triangle. And don't stop here. One more thing they asked. So you should not forget that, otherwise, see, they reduce mark for that. So after finishing that, construction steps we write. Before going for the next question, read the question once again. Here, the last part you can see, find the length of the altitude from P to QR. Listen, how can you, what is altitude? Suppose this is a triangle. From here you draw a perpendicular line. How can you draw a perpendicular line? Already I said, right? So either using set square, you can draw, right? You can mark perpendicular, you can draw. Or another method I said, right? A line is given, a point is given, perpendicular, keep the pointer here, slightly more than this, draw 2 arcs, keep the pointer here, 1 arc, here another arc, extend. Any one method you can do. It is an obtuse triangle, right? It is an obtuse triangle. So altitude, when you draw, it lies outside. So what you do here, extend this line, extend this line. Now from P, you draw a perpendicular. From P, you draw a perpendicular. If you want, you can use scale also. Keep the scale like this, and you can use the set square from here. Okay, you can draw a dotted line here. That is one method. Another method is keep the pointer using scale, compass. Cut at 2 places. From here you draw a perpendicular line arc, here another arc, join it. So this length you measure, that gives what? Length of the altitude. Finally you write that also. Length of the altitude equal to that much meter. Okay, so this is the first type. What is given here? Base, vertical angle and median. And second type, altitude will be given. We'll see the next question. Read that question. Okay, now we go for the second question. Construct triangle PQR such that QR equal to 6.5 centimeter, base 6.5 centimeter, angle P 60 degree vertical angle, and the altitude from P to QR, altitude is given is 4.5. Okay, look here. First we have to draw a rough diagram. The name they given us PQR. QR is given, so base is QR. If PQ is given, take PQ as base. Okay, so base you have to take here. So QR is given as 6.5 centimeter. So 6.5 centimeter. Then angle P 60 degree. So here it is 60 degree. And altitude means it is a perpendicular line. The previous one median, right? Say perpendicular line. That perpendicular length they given us 4.5 centimeter. To do this sum, what I am going to explain just one thing. Suppose a line is given, a point is given. Earlier I taught how to draw perpendicular line, right? How to draw altitude. But now, how can you draw a line parallel to this through P? That we need. Through P, you draw a parallel line. You may think it's very easy, right? You keep it like this. For parallel, okay, normally we draw like this, right? But that is not the correct method. The correct method I will tell you how to draw. For this line, you draw a parallel line through P. So here, using set square and scale, you can draw this. Listen, set square you keep like this, along the line, keep it fixed. Now scale you place it like this. So keep the scale fixed and leave this, you can move it, right? But don't change this scale. Move it. All these are parallel lines, right? So this line you keep the scale set square like this. Now scale you keep like this. Now freely you can move this till you reach P. Okay. At this place, so you can draw a line, and this line is parallel to this. Okay. So this is how. I'll explain one more time. Listen. Suppose a line is given and a point is given here. We want to draw a line parallel to this through P. So for that, set square, you keep it like this and scale. Now move this one till you reach P. So once it reach P, so you can draw a line. Okay, and this line is parallel to this. Okay, this one thing you need. Now already studied median, so it will be very, very easy for you. So please listen here. Base vertical angle. So the initial part, everything same. So 6.5 QR. So first you draw QR of length 6.5 centimeter. Vertical angle 60. So keep the protractor like this. Here you mark 60 degree. So it should not be obtuse. So always you think if it comes straight. So angle normally, sometimes students make mistake, right? So if it is 90 degree, it is like this, okay, 90 degree. 60 means it should be less, right? So it should be like this only. So if it is 110, more than 100, so it should be more, it goes like this. But now it is 60 only, so the angle will be here, right? So using protractor, you can mark 60 and you draw. This angle is 60 degree. For now two perpendiculars, right? One is for this. For this QX, you draw a perpendicular line. Already I said how to draw. Using set square or using protractor, you can mark 90 perpendicular line. So QX and take QY perpendicular. Now QR, you draw a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector I explained. Keep the using compass. More than half, draw two arcs. Keep the pointer here, two arcs. Join, extend it. Okay. Now both are meeting at a point. That point you take it as O. With O as center and OQ radius, you draw a circle. Up to this, it is common for both. Not only these two, even for the next construction also up to this it is same. Now what do you do? No? Altitude is 4.5. So in the compass you take 4.5. In the compass you take 4.5. Keep the pointer at say yes. Keep the pointer at yes. In the compass, you take 4.5. In the previous one, I asked you to cut the circle, right? Median. If the median is given, you cut the circle at two places. Cut the circle. But if altitude is given, take 4.5, keep the pointer as yes, cut this perpendicular line, cut this line. Okay, take 4.5 and you cut this line. It cut at some place. 4.5, cut it here. Now, through this, you draw a line parallel to the base. Draw a line parallel to the base. For that only I explain how to draw, right? So, through this point, you draw a line parallel to QR. So, that's the important step here. So, QR, we want to draw a parallel line. Okay, so take like this. Look again. Keep it like this. When it reaches, now you can use dotted line here. Now you can join, these are the 2 points. This point is P and this point take it as P dash. Join these two. This is a required triangle, or you can join these two. Okay, so this is normally we do. I'll explain the whole thing again, listen. QR, so draw a line QR of length given 6.5 centimeter. Vertical angle is 60, so downward you make 60 degree. Here you make 60 degree. For this you draw a perpendicular, also draw a perpendicular bisector, they meet at O. Now this point you take, say S or M. If they give S, you mark S here, otherwise take it. Now with this as center and this, with O as center, and OQ radius, you draw a circle. With O as center, you draw a circle. Now altitude 4.5 given, right? So take 4.5 in the compass, keep the pointer here, cut this perpendicular line for altitude. For altitude, cut this line. But now you have to draw a parallel line, right? For this, you have to draw a parallel line. The method I said using set square and scale you can draw. So they're meeting the circle at 2 places. One is P, another one is P dash. Join these 2. So this is the required triangle. And there is one more type. In that case, they give base, vertical angle, also a point on the base where the bisector of the vertical angle cuts. Okay, next we see that one. Draw triangle PQR such that PQ is equal to 6.8 centimeter, vertical angle is 50 degree, and see the third one, that's very important. Bisector of the vertical angle meets the base at D where PD is equal to 5.2 centimeter, PQ 6.8 centimeter, Uchikonam, vertical angle 50 degree, Uchikonathin irusama vettiyanathu adipakathai PD 5.2 centimeter என DL சந்திக்குமாறு அமையும் முக்கோணம் PQR ஐ வரைக. See the rough diagram for this sum, triangle PQR. How to give name? The previous question I said, right? What is given here to see? PQ they given, so take here PQ. Base is given, base we need. So base is 6.8 centimeter, 6.8 centimeter. And here the vertical angle is 50 degree. So PQR, vertical angle is 50 degree. But now what they said, the bisector of the vertical angle. For this vertical angle, you draw a bisector. So 50 degree, right? If you draw a bisector, these angles are equal, bisector. So it meets the base at a distance of 5.2. The total length is 6.8. So this is 5.2. Okay, from here to here. And some name also given. They given the name as what? D. PD is equal to 5.2. Median is not given. Altitude is not given. Okay, so this question. So look at this very carefully. First part, you know, already I said for all the 3 questions, maximum 90% of steps are same. So first PQ, draw a line segment. PQ, right? PQ of length 6.8 centimeter, 6.8 centimeter. Vertical angle 50. So here you make 50 degree, right? Protractor keep like this 50 degree. It's an acute angle. So 50 degree. This angle is 50. For this you draw a perpendicular line and draw a perpendicular bisector. They meet at O. They meet at O. This is the midpoint. So we don't want that. Now with this as center, this radius, you draw a circle. Up to this it is common for all the 3 questions. Then I said, if median is given, suppose median is 5.2, what we do? Keep the pointer here. If median is given, cut the circle at 2 places, right? If the altitude is given, the previous question altitude, keep the pointer here, same place, but cut this line, perpendicular line you cut. Then from that you draw a parallel line, cut at two places, join, right? But here, what is given here? Angle bisector of the vertical angle meets the base at a distance what? 5.2. So now please listen here. From QP, you measure 5.2, mark the point. From P, you mark 5, take 5.2. Total length is 6.8. Okay. Sometimes it comes this side, sometimes it comes this side. Depends on the length. Total length is 6.8. 5.2. From here you take using scale. From here you mark 5.2. It will be here, right? And take that point as what? D. Take that point as D. Suppose it is 2.3. 2.3, it will be coming somewhere here, right? Total is 6.8. So half itself 3.4. 3.4 is here. So before that, 2.9, it will come here. Okay, now, here it is 5.2. So take 5.2, it comes somewhere here. Now join this point and this point. Join these 2 points and extend it. You are getting a point here, and that is our R. Join PR and QR. So it's very important thing, and the last part I'll explain one more time. Draw a circle. First, the base PQ, base is PQ. Vertical angle is 50 degrees, so take 50 degree here. You draw a perpendicular to this, perpendicular bisector. They meet at a point O with O as center, OP radius. You draw a circle. Now, here it is 5.2, right? From here, 5.2. You mark the point. Join these two and extend it. Suppose it is less than half, the point will come this side, right? The point will come this side. Suppose it is 2. If instead of 5 if they give 2, 2 will be somewhere here. Now this point and that point you join. If it comes here, you join this, right? If it is that, you join this one. If it is 2, you join this one. This and this you join. You'll get, it will meet somewhere here. And this is our R in that case, you join like this. Okay, this is a triangle. So depends on the length what they give. So here they given more than half, right? Base is 6.8 and this length 5.2 they said. So from here 5.2. You are getting the point here. Mark that point and this point where this perpendicular line and the circle cuts. So that and that D you join and extend it using scale. You cut the circle at one point. In other sums and all you cut at two places, right? Cut two places, but here only one point you get R. Join PR and QR. This PQR is the required triangle. Okay. So totally 3 types. So practice more questions. Okay. Just the method I explained roughly, but use pencil, scale, protract, everything with correct measurement you take. Okay. So it's very important thing. Practice more questions given in a textbook. Work out a lot of questions. You'll get the confidence. Next video, I'll be teaching construction of tangents. Thanks for watching this.